Hi.
We live?
Well, yeah, we're live.
Professionals.
Welcome to the X-Wing League, second week.
That's right.
So we're back. We actually made it back.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you can see at the bottom of our stream, we're updating a little bit here. We're upgrading.
Yep.
See my name, Mark. This is Panda. Panda J Bear.
Yep.
Jay, what does the J stand for, Panda?
According to Rowdy, it is Jebediah.
Jebediah.
Yes.
Yes. Nice.
So, if anyone wanted to know my full fake name, that's it.
There you go.
Full real name, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Another game of X-Wing?
That's
Have
right.
you done any studying since the last?
I have not.
Nice. Perfect.
I've been super busy outside of here.
Awesome. Good.
So, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, you were doing a Kill Team game
I
earlier.
was doing a Kill Team game.
And we are thinking about doing Kill Team streaming.
Yeah, but a lot of people seem interested in it, which I think would be pretty cool. And
I think it would be great.
Small. It's actually, the size is going to be smaller than the mat you have over there, because that's 4x4, right?
That's 3x3.
3x3. Okay,
Yeah.
so it'll be very similar. Still going to be smaller. Kill Team is played on 30x22. Why they did 30x22, I don't know.
I have been wondering the same thing since the day that game came out.
But it's weird. It works. It does work. Yeah.
I've yet to play it. I was a big avid 40K player. I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, we played many games with our Night Lords versus Dark Angels.
Yeah,
we have to
this was a battle with
and
my,
we played a lot of that. Remember?
Those were fun.
Remember the one game
The double drift game.
drifting out of the corner like you were just in melt range.
That was a classic right there. Yeah, I've been looking forward to getting into that because I have so many models for that as well.
Yeah.
So you guys may see some Kill Team streaming from us as well.
And now with the newest expansion, Elites, you can actually play your Dark Angels as Dark Angels. They get all their rules. Yeah.
But I was thinking about playing Scions anyway.
They're still good. Yeah, they're still really good.
Cool.
So
I got to get them painted. I got to get finished and painted.
I got so many things to paint. I got Necromunda stuff to paint. Yeah. I got Sigmar stuff to paint, Munda stuff to paint, Kill Team stuff to paint, and then when Warcry comes out, I got to paint that. And the big thing I've got.
I want to get into Infinity.
Infinity seems cool.
Yeah. It would be another good format for this as well.
It would be. It's real small. And I think a cool thing to do on this eventually as well was the other game I'm getting into, which I have 14 teams to paint for, is Underworld.
Oh, okay.
It's played on it's really interesting, and I think it'd be cool to see on here because I think the board winds up being 2x2 or something like that, but it's all hex based.
Okay.
So it's another small game we can do on a stream, but
cool.
We'll get there.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
What
do we have today?
What do we have? Well, quick overview of the rules. We're faction locking, extended format, 75-minute games. Win 3 points, tie 2 points, lost 1 point.
Yep.
Every other Tuesday. So Britt ended up losing his game. So he's got a point. We got Daniel. He won his game, so he's on at 1-0. David took a loss. Howard, who's playing tonight on stream, he took a win. James took a loss. Kevin took a loss. That was a stream game. I'm actually dropping back in the league because we picked up another player.
Oh, there you go.
Oliver took a win. Tristan is playing tonight against Howard, and he took a win.
Okay.
And Chance is the new guy joining in the stream, and he'll be playing First Order, and I'll be playing him.
Very cool. You're going to play him tonight?
I'll end up playing him probably next week.
Next week, okay.
Maybe this weekend, yeah.
I guess you would play when you're not on stream, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it'd probably be a little easier.
Yeah. Just playing a side game while we're...
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I could pull it off.
Yeah, I think you could. I
did 2 1,000-point 40K games at the same time. Hey, were you there that night?
I think I was there that day. Yeah. Yes, I was.
I was a hero.
That was intense. That was really
awesome.
good. No, that wasn't the same game. He was playing 2 different 1,000-point games.
Exactly, on 2 different tables.
2 tables, yeah.
Against 2 different, yeah.
Yep.
One was a 2v2 game. And one was another one was a 2v2 game.
Was it?
No, it was a 1v1 game.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. I just remember it was 2 games, and I guess one was a 2v2. That's insane.
Yeah, it was a fun night.
So what do we have on our rosters today?
Well, let's get rid of some of these dials real quick.
Yeah, we don't need to look at them.
What we got Tristan. He's playing a 4 Star Viper list.
Okay.
They're all Black Sun Assassins, and they all have crack shot.
So they are... what faction are they? That is
Scum and
Villiany. Yes,
Scum and
okay.
Villiany, yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. It's an interesting list. I was here last week. He played it against Chance. Or no. I think it was against Chance. It was against David. That's who it was. It was a fun list to watch. Star Vipers are really interesting. They're very maneuverable.
And their ships are really cool looking, too.
And he's got a couple of modified ships. They're up at the top there. Can't really see them on stream, but He's modified a few to have the wings bent down.
Okay.
And he has one actually painted kind of like...
I can see the yellow from here.
Yeah, it almost looks like what's the rainbow My Little Pony?
I do not know.
It's got that color scheme to it. It's really cool looking. But yeah, it's an interesting list. They're highly maneuverable. Let's bring up the dial real quick. They got the 3 Stagnor loops,
Ooh, yes.
which are kind of cool. But yeah, they're a lot of fun to watch fly.
Yeah, they look really interesting.
They like to dance.
And a lot of quick, sharp turns at one too, which is like I noticed not a lot of people get that.
Yeah. And then we have Howard. He is playing Empire.
I saw that. I saw the Interceptor over there.
Yeah, he's got a Academy pilot, a Interceptor, which is Sunterfell, a pretty standard pilot for that ship.
Okay.
Merrick Steele in the TIE Advanced X1. That's the Darth Vader TIE.
Yes. Okay.
But Merrick Steele is very popular in that one. Darth Vader is too, but Merrick Steele is another popular pilot in that. And Whisper in the Phantom, which is also another popular Phantom pilot.
Right.
They've obviously already thrown down obstacles. They're deployed, and it looks like they're in dial phase for the first turn.
That's what it looks like. So we're having too much fun over here.
Yeah. Well, the stream got started a little late.
Yeah.
So they wanted to get going.
That's fair. That's kind of my fault. I apologize.
No, that's all right. We had a lot of new setup to do.
Yep.
I built a nice new camera stand there.
It does look great.
And it made setting up a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it's going to be. We'll bring up the.
We can actually see dice rolls now.
We're actually going to be able to see the dice rolls here on our nice dice feed camera.
Yep, and eventually we're ready.
We're ready. Yeah.
So we just got the go ahead. There's the handshake.
And we're off to the races.
That's right. So this is going to be interesting. So it's like TIE fighters are going first.
TIE fighter, that's the Academy pilot, the lowly Academy pilot. He's at pilot skill 1, I believe. He is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's.
So he's kind of a fodder at this point then.
Yeah, he's
pretty low on the initiative, or pretty high. I guess we'd be high on the initiative technically.
You don't get much lower than the Academy pilot, right? He's fresh out. This is probably his first night in the ship. He's still getting a feel of the controls.
And he's going against some pretty hefty bounty hunters over there.
Yeah. They're serious. Well, they're 3, so they've had a few flights under their belt, but they're not.
They're not afraid of anything.
Season Sunterfell Initiative 6.
Right. No Han Solos here.
No. So Sunterfell should have happy hunting tonight.
It looks like they're all just flying forward right now.
Yep. Let's see here.
Looks like straight forward for all the bounty hunters up there.
Yeah, he'll keep those in a general formation. I've noticed this about the way Tristan flies these.
So this is his strategy then.
Yeah. See, when I fly 3 or 4 ship lists like that, where it's the same ship, I tend to fly full formations, and I'll stick them together all the time. Tristan has an interesting strategy of when it comes time, he'll fly them in formation now, but he tends to split 2 off one way, 2 off the other.
Okay.
Kind of split it into 2 teams. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a good way to do it with 4 people, or 4 flies, I should say.
Yeah.
So now it looks like we got the advance moving forward.
That's the advance, yeah. And he's obviously it's the first turn, so this is kind of just the first turn dance.
Just getting set up. Looks like he swooped a little bit off to the side there.
Yeah, but he, as you can see, he faced most of the ships up the board, up his side, instead of straight out.
Right, he's going to
toward
try
the asteroid. So he's kind of turning into the middle. And there's a large open space in the middle of the asteroid field there.
Right, and now we have no Han Solo, so people actually might be trying to avoid dancing around these asteroid fields.
With a lot of small ships like this, there's a lot of potential for using the asteroids. Yeah, like ducking in and out of them. As you can see, the Phantom's going to kind of come out and around.
Right, and the Phantom should be pretty maneuverable, right?
It is very maneuverable, yeah. And it's
so it looks like he's going to be like the flank going off the side there. He's going to keep the Interceptor with the...
And he's got the Phantom. The nice thing about the Phantom is you have a cloak action, or the
nice.
cloak ability standard. So what that does is, right now, he's cloaked. He's got 2 extra agility dice.
Right.
He can't attack.
Right.
So
then he'll get his free move when he decloaks.
Well, when later on, if he decides to decloak, he gets either a 2 forward boost, or a 2 side barrel roll out of the cloak, and then his maneuver.
Right.
So coming out of cloak, they kind of move all over the place.
Because you don't know right where they are.
Exactly.
Their scanners know he's about right there.
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure.
And the other thing is that happens after dial planning, but before the first before the actual maneuvers go off.
Okay.
So Tristan will have to plan his dials prior to seeing where that thing's going to come out of cloak.
If it's going to come out of cloak.
If it comes out of cloak at all, yeah.
So if he misinterprets when he's going to come out of cloak, he could be in the completely wrong spot, and then the following turn he's completely out of
he's in
position.
for a surprise when this thing starts dancing around behind him and stuff.
Right.
So that should be interesting. But given the asteroid placement, hopefully Howard doesn't dance this thing all the way around the asteroid field, because it could run into a potential where it doesn't do anything for a very long time as it tries to fly around. Yeah.
So what he's probably going to do, and he's probably just going to come up around the middle there.
I would think so. Yeah. That's what I would be looking to do.
And maybe decloak out of it, come forward, and have a better bank out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
And which, depending on what Tristan does, he might walk right into it. But let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens, yeah. But he'll have to slow roll his ships a little bit, Howard, in order to kind of time the Phantom coming in to the engagement at the right time, basically.
Right, because the Phantom is a lot faster.
It can be. It can be. The Interceptor is quite fast as well. We'll pull up
looks like they're in
the dial planning phase again, which makes sense.
Yeah, no buzz droids going out.
No craziness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying Kill Team at some point.
Yeah,
it's
But we got a big turnout for Kill Team tonight too.
Yeah, I'm really starting to like these small format games.
Yeah.
40K is fun, but it's such an endeavor.
Yeah.
These smaller format games are a lot more
fun. Sigmar, yeah. Apparently in Sigmar though there's going to be new rules for 1,000-point games. It's really neat. Different stuff. Yeah.
That should be cool.
So he did decloak.
So he gets his free 2 forward boost.
Yep.
So after this he's probably planned his 2 right or 1 right to get into that area, or he just does a full 3 bank toward the asteroid and comes out around the edge.
In which case he can do it again and come in behind him potentially. And get him in a pincer.
Exactly. But because the cloak is actually an action for that ship, he could cloak again.
Oh, okay.
So you can kind of use the cloak as an extra boost, right? If you can keep gaining the token and then spend the token for the boost, gain the token, spend it, so it's like an extra little boost.
Right. So is that debris there? Or is that just a template?
That's
like it's
called
a template.
A gas cloud.
Okay.
So the different debris have different things that they do. So the asteroids, these 3 guys, you can move through them. If you land on them, you can't attack while your ship is on them.
Oh, okay.
If you land on them or you move over them or your template crosses over them, you lose your action, and you have to roll the red dice. And if you roll a hit or a crit, then you take a damage.
Okay.
With the debris field, the 2 at the bottom there, those when you move through them, you don't get an action, and you roll a dice, and on a crit you take a damage.
Okay.
And you get a stress token.
Right, because you try to dodge all this.
Exactly.
All this crap. Yeah.
And then the gas cloud is kind of interesting because it's more of a positive on the field.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're behind it and somebody shoots through it at you, you get one of your blanks automatically becomes an evade.
Okay.
On defense. And I think if you move through it, you lose your action, but otherwise you're unaffected.
Right. Okay.
So it really isn't that big of a deal moving through it, or
it's just like a smoke cloud.
It's kind of like a smoke cloud, yeah. So it's more helpful actually usually, but it does count as an obstacle for things like trick shot,
right?
Which give you extra dice for moving for shooting through an obstacle.
Right.
So it has a lot more positives than it does negatives, whereas the other types of obstacles do not.
Are mostly just in the way. So so it looks like Tristan he's kind of coming in on that hard right turns here.
Yeah, as you can see, he turned his other ships, but you can see he's splitting 2 off one way.
Yep.
And then 2 off the other. and then Howard's got that lowly TIE fighter.
That poor Academy.
The Academy pilot. He's on a mission.
This is where he gets.
He's like, hey, hold my beer, guys. I got this.
This is where he gets his ace stripes.
Like, you won't fly into those 4-star Vipers. Hold my beer.
And that is how heroes are born.
That is how he is the hero we need.
Yep. Of course, now the rest of his advanced teams get to go. Mm-hmm. They're probably going to come right in behind him.
Hopefully.
So it looks like the advance is going to go 2 forward.
There you go. Yeah.
Still keeping a pretty tight formation.
It's not too bad. Hopefully the Phantom can kind of boost up a little bit.
Right.
And get in there. Because it looks like the engagement's coming very quickly. And as you can see now, the Phantom's a little out of position to be any effect on the larger engagement.
We'll see how hard he banks. He could get. I don't know what the range on the Phantom is on his weapons.
He's got everything is that 3. It's like a range 3 template.
Okay, so he'll probably be a little out.
He'll probably be a little out. Which if he's out for
he did make a 3 hard right.
Okay, the 3 hard. He's cutting that close.
I think he'll clear it.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna clear it. He does look like he's gonna clear it. Yeah, that's working out perfect for him.
Yep.
Because he'll miss the template. He'll miss the asteroid with his template when he goes through.
Yep.
So but he'll have to turn a little bit. But this is good for him.
So if the base touches the asteroid at all when it's moving, does it count as?
No, you don't measure it. It doesn't technically move along.
You just kind of
place it on the other side.
Okay.
So when you place the template in front, if the template goes over,
gotcha. So he should be perfectly fine there.
Then he should be fine.
Yeah. And then of course the interceptor, or not the interceptor. I'm sorry. Yeah, the interceptor.
Yeah. He's coming in behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it looks like just that we're going to see that TIE advance potentially just maybe get a shot off before that poor ace or that poor Academy gets shot up.
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for the Academy pilot.
He's the underdog of the game here. Mm-hmm. Boldly being cannon fodder for...
Yeah. There's a fine line between genius and foolishness.
That's right. Finally, so we might finally have some dice starting to roll in this next.
Yeah, we'll get to use the new fancy dice feed. This will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the glare in this room is a little tough to deal with. I had to turn the exposure on the dice camera down in order to get a good shot of the dice, but it looks good.
It looks good, yeah, because it's a nice matte felt. It looks like, and then eventually we're going to get a BWG. Things made up for.
Sure.
So maybe it's just like cloth or something right over it.
Even like white spray paint, just hit it with a...
That could work too.
Yeah.
Or we get some MDF terrain, or little MDF square that fits in there too.
Yeah, we could do that too.
I think it's kind of loud though.
Yeah, well, I'd have to felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So measuring up from the interceptor. Sunter's looking for a shot on the far. So he's in range 3, it looks like. We'll get the nice dice feed up to see how this goes.
Don't forget for the dice feed. Howard gets the first official on camera dice feed. There we go. That looks great.
I know, right?
That is amazing.
It came out a lot better.
All right, so what are these symbols on here?
So we got 2 focus results and a hit result. And Tristan. Oh yeah, he's running juke. So what that does is, if your ship is evading and you fire at somebody, so if you have an evade token, when you roll dice like that, the defender is forced to flip an evade result to a focus result.
Okay.
And so if they don't have a focus token or something to flip it back,
it stays.
Then it stays. And that's what juke does. So you'll see Howard, a couple of his ships have juke. Whisper has juke, and Suderfell have juke. There's a focus result. So the focus results are affected by focus tokens or calculates, and they allow you to flip those into hits or evades.
Right. So now it looks like the.
So they're measuring from the Phantom. It looks like there may be a shot there.
It's going to be real close.
Yeah.
So is that a shot?
No, out.
Oh,
Just out. Ooh.
Out. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Tickle in the corner.
All right, now your turn.
So now they don't have to shoot that poor Academy pilot
They don't have to.
because they very clearly have range in some other stuff.
I have a feeling they will. He's a nice, soft, juicy target.
How many points is the
They're
pilot worth?
cheap, 23.
Okay.
23 for the Academy pilot. He's got 3 hull. He's got no shield.
Ooh.
Yeah, if he takes shots, I believe they roll 3 defense dice though.
Okay.
I believe they roll 3 defense dice.
Academy pilot down here.
Yes. It doesn't say on here. I'd have to check the app on that.
We'll see when he inevitably rolls.
The dice feed here. So we got 2 focus and a crit. He's got an evade. Oh, he used the focus token to flip 2 focus results into hits.
That's 3 hits.
Pilot stunned. So that was the crit that he took. So he took 1 hit and 1 crit.
And yeah, pilot stunned, which gives him.
And that was on
The Academy.
Yeah, the Academy pilot.
Yeah, that poor pilot.
Fighter.
He is in
trying to get
pain.
back. We have 2 hits and evades. Looks like nothing came of that one. I really wish I had a second monitor here.
Yeah, we're working.
Yeah, that'll be the next investment, I guess.
Yep.
I still have to fix those microphones. That's going to be an interesting.
We're work in progress. We're getting
Yeah.
there, folks.
It says stunned pilot, right? There
Yep.
you go.
Alright, I'm gonna spend this.
Okay, so hey, the Academy pilot has lived so far.
Yep. And he spent. What did you just do, Howard?
I spent my bait to
Oh, no.
my cloak bag.
Okay. So
That's
the.
part of the
The Academy pilot actually is down.
Oh yeah, he's took 3 hits.
Yeah.
And a crit.
There we go.
Yep.
So he did his job, which
Yep.
was go out, look pretty, and explode.
Explode if you live. Well, you get an advancement next time. So, and then so now we got the Spectre back in cloak.
Yep. Yep.
So he's gonna be able to get to a lot of places next turn.
Yes, yeah. This is going to be interesting. I mean, the Academy pilot's kind of a distraction. It's 23 points in a 200-point list.
Right. I figured that was
So-
better than any of his other ships getting hit with 2 hits and a crit.
For
you
sure,
know?
for sure, for sure. So it's not the end of the world.
Right.
They only take 2 shots. So even offensively, it's not that much of a loss.
Right.
So
And 23 points considering we got. Yeah, he can half Black Sun, and we're about even on points.
yep,
So
exactly. Yeah, it's definitely not the end of the world at all.
yeah.
So, but it does leave him with a little bit of a conundrum here. Obviously, the advanced X1, the ship all the way far right, is moving first before the interceptor.
Oh.
So
So he's gonna bounce off that interceptor probably.
well, he's going to move through him, but it means he's got to do something. He's got the asteroid to his right. He's got Sundar to his left. So he's not doing a 1 straight or
So
anything.
what kind of dials does the advance have? Let's take a look and see if we can see
Advance.
what we got here.
So he's not doing really anything 1 because he
Yeah,
doesn't have
he
the
has
room
clear
to.
it. So he'll have to do it because the 2 won't clear it either, will it?
The 2 would probably clear it if he turns left, like banks 2
That's
left.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Maybe. The problem is that all of Tristan's Vipers are looking
Right
at
him.
that fire area, basically.
Right.
If Tristan just moves everything forward, like in a 1 forward type deal,
So
then
now, what if the advance just moves 5 or
just fires
just
5 straight.
goes straight forward?
Could do that. Could also do like a 4K turn, maybe try to trick him out a little bit.
Because maybe if he comes forward, yeah, he goes all the way over, turns around. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of
Really risky, but
it's risky. Yeah, it's really risky, but it's kind of one of those like, chicken. I dare you.
right.
I dare you
If
to
all
move
of his
far
guys move
enough.
forward, thinking that he's going to try and go to safety off to the side.
Yeah.
You could now have this flank where you got the Spectre coming in from
Pop
the
in
bottom.
right behind him.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I do it, but
So it looks like the Spectre's coming out of cloak as we expected.
yeah. Got the 2 boost forward.
And now it's an interesting thing for him to do is because he's also Tristan's got to worry about what that Spectre's going to do.
Yeah. He's got it's coming in slightly from the side, right? It's kind of at an odd angle right now.
Yep. So it gives him that little bit of an angle from his front arc, which I assume all the weapons are forward facing.
Yes, on all of these ships, yes. Yep.
So you got a small little boost there. That puts him right in line for the.
You can't pop him out there. It's so he's gonna barrel roll. Oh, Star Vipers have this other odd thing. When they barrel roll, they use the bank template, not the
pretty cool,
straight
actually.
template. It makes them very. They're
Really maneuverable.
Yeah, it makes their maneuvers really weird. Because they do weird things like that. Like a ship normally wouldn't be able to.
They're almost like knights in chess, where they kind of like make these awkward L to L moves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
And that put him on that gave him a stress token, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It did give him a stress token. But as you can see,
So it
this
looks
is
like
really good
he is.
maneuvering by Tristan.
Yeah, and he's totally planning on that tie advance to go right into that pocket.
Yeah, but what he's done here is he made the Phantom. I'm not really sure where this Phantom's going to be safe, where it can move.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't have a lot of room to maneuver right there. It's got to either blast through the whole thing or turn in.
The best maneuver for it would be to kind of come up here and bank into that one up there, if that's what he might have made.
Hopefully. I mean, the firing arcs Tristan's creating right now are cutting off a lot of its safety zones.
Yep.
And it has to do something drastic because it can't go one forward. It can't really do two forward.
Right.
It can't really do three forward.
It kind of has to bank into that pocket that he made.
Yeah, or bank left.
Right. In
and
which
just
case
get
takes him out of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless he can't bank in K turn, so.
Nope. I mean, well, does he have the Stegnor loop? Let's see if he has the Stegnor loop. He doesn't. He's only got the K turns on 3 and 4. But, yeah.
So he did bank off to the side.
He did bank off to the side. Yeah. But see, now he can't shoot because he's on the rock.
Right.
He's
Well, he
gotta-
doesn't have an angle on him anyway.
He's got to roll a red dice. Nothing. So he only takes a damage on a hit or a crit. So he's safe from that. He doesn't get an action. He can't shoot.
Right.
So he's effectively taken out of the turn at this
Well, he
point.
doesn't really have a shot anyway, so it's kind of a best case scenario. He didn't take any damage, and now he's in a good spot where he can bank kind of hard off to the side.
Exactly, like turn in one right or something.
So he's just going to boost.
Here's the.
Gonna
He did the K turn that we were talking about.
Yep.
The tricksy.
Well, now he's got these guys up here, so
Yeah.
you can blast. So it's interesting.
Now he's facing back though.
He's facing back this. I think he was expecting these guys to kind of come down at him.
That's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Tristan to kind of move in, and
But he just kind of
slow rolled it.
He looks like he shuffled and he barrel rolled a couple of them to get in these weird positions.
He made contact, which means no action. Ooh.
It's not looking like a good turn for Howard.
Howard.
We forgot to set our timer, by the way.
Oh, we did, yeah. I don't know if it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So how long has our stream been going on?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
We can
good point.
We can pop it down.
Let's see.
Once again, folks, we are professionals.
Does it stay on here?
It should at some point, I think. If not, we'll get there.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
As you said, it might not matter.
Unfortunately.
This is going to be a very rough turn for Howie.
Yeah. The problem with it is he's left himself. He hasn't given himself many options when it comes to going on the offensive.
Right.
And all of his ships are now within this
pocket
of firing arcs.
Like you said earlier, this is a very strong turn for Tristan. Very good maneuvered.
Exactly.
Here.
He's created this kill zone.
Yep. He created a kill box.
Yeah, he created a kill box, and Howard kind of flew right into it, and he did what he could, which was, I'm going to try to tricksy outmaneuver my opponent and hope for the best, and it didn't work out. Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does. If these ships had come down, he would have been okay.
He would have been a lot better.
But instead, they kind of Tokyo drifted up the top there.
And
and
we've seen what happens when the opponent starts to drift.
I've never done that before, ever. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tristan is really good at flying this 4 Viper setup.
I like the maneuverability on. I like the weird barrel roll on. I like the weird angles they can come in from.
It creates a conundrum
Yeah.
Because you're not used to seeing ships maneuver like that.
Right.
And thinking about your opponent moving like that.
Yeah. I mean, they don't look too super durable. They got the one shield and 4.
Oh, no, they're not.
But
they're not.
that's the whole point is, they can maneuver, they can dance around you.
Exactly. So
I think they're lining up some shots. So we got some dice rolls going on
we
here.
got some dice rolls here. Let's see what we got. Come on. Nope, that's wrong.
There we go.
Okay. Hit, crit.
Ooh.
Oh. So we had one evade.
No.
One evade.
Ooh, that's not good.
No.
Oh, did we lose a ship already?
Yeah,
Yep.
the interceptor's gone.
Oof, that was a big hit.
Yeah, that was tough. It's he got into that kill zone and these ties, they don't have shields.
Yep.
They're relying on their defense dice, the number of defensive dice they're throwing, and if that doesn't work out, then they tend to just pop.
Right.
And
well, we've all seen the movies. They just kind of fall apart.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it just he's not even in a position to fire back, which is kind of unfortunate.
Right.
The Phantom can't shoot.
Because it bumped into the or the Phantom doesn't have a target.
It's sitting on the asteroid,
and then the Advance bumped it. The Advance would have a shot. It looks
well, the
like.
Advance facing the wrong way.
Oh, it's right. It turned around.
Yeah. It's just completely facing the wrong way.
Yeah. So that was just one of those.
Yeah.
Like last time we talked about this, outmaneuvered.
Yeah. Well, it's this thing, and that's kind of what I love about this game.
Yeah.
It's really about how you fly, right?
Yep.
And unfortunately, I mean, you look at the positioning right now, that Phantom is only going to be able to do so much.
Right.
And it's in a position where it's only going to be able to turn so much as well.
Right.
And the X1, the TIE Advance, it has a stress token right now. And that means it can't do another K turn or anything. So he can only really fly straight or turn.
He's going to have to bank
and
pretty
he's
hard.
in the middle of this kill zone still.
And
so if Tristan just does a 1 straight or a 2 straight and keeps the box there.
Right. Because even if, so you figure you can bank to the right or left, it's still going to be in front arc.
It's still in the kill box.
Yep.
And as long as Tristan just keeps him in the kill box there, which is, it's almost like he can't get out of it.
Right. So
you can just ignore the Phantom.
Yep. And the Advance doesn't go too far.
Yeah,
it's not too maneuverable.
I mean, it's got a 5 straight. He could pull the 5 straight.
They might not expect. They might get him out of the line of fire.
If he pulled the 5 straight, it would probably pull him out of the line of fire of maybe 2 of them.
And then maybe go for a K turn next turn, but
hopefully, I mean, he might have to do one of these Stegnor, these Talon roll maneuvers.
Yeah.
But all Tristan really needs to do is like a 2 straight maneuver with all these ships.
Yeah.
And it keeps them. It doesn't really matter where Howard goes. He's going to be in that box still.
So what do we think this Phantom's going to do?
The Phantom is probably going to do a
hard bank to the right.
Hard bank to the right of some sort. He's got a 3, a 2, and a 1 available to him. I would probably see the 1.
Yeah. That'll give him the best angle looking at these ships up here where they might only move a couple forward.
Exactly. But I mean, at this point, it's really the Phantom versus Star Vipers, and the Star Vipers can largely ignore them.
Right.
And just make sure that the Advance goes down.
I mean, even at this point, he could just blast the Phantoms away and not worry about getting shot. If he advances everyone forward out of his fire arcs,
yeah.
Start dancing around him.
It's tough. This game is one of the things.
40 minutes in, by the way.
Oh, we're 40 minutes in, so probably about 30 minutes of actual game time. Because we were talking for about 5 or 10, yeah. 30, 45. And I can adjust that. Watch we go. I think I can adjust this.
Well, let's hope so. Because we are professional. I think so. Yeah, there we go. So we'll set it to
40.
40 minutes on. So do 40 minutes.
40 minutes. That's good. 40 minutes.
Do 40 minutes.
We'll hit play.
Hopefully
Look at that.
Hopefully we're right.
I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're all right. We're good. Someone on stream might have said something too on the Twitch.
No, nobody said
That's
anything.
right. Yep. We got a couple watchers though.
We do. How's it going, guys?
What's up? So we got that small little advance there. Looks like a move 1.
Yeah. And see, this is he's got that arc facing off to the right.
Yep.
Basically, just
He's got
power.
everywhere. Oh, he's got a barrel roll to try and catch him.
But see, he's got that turn. It's got that slight turn to it.
Well, he's facing forward, so he's
see where Tristan's kill box is still
pointed
out up to the right.
Yep.
So it's everywhere where that advance is
going
to go.
Yep.
You know.
Especially if he tried to bank down, he might even hit him.
Yeah.
So unsurprisingly, he's just moving forward. I don't think he needs to barrel roll that one. He's probably just going to keep that facing forward.
Exactly.
Unless he... he is.
No, he is.
So he's just going to try and cover more angles there because he's got the angles from up top.
What this does for him is it gives him arc still, but it makes it so that Phantom is... There's no way that Phantom is going to...
Right.
Unless
he K-turns or
possibly,
something?
yeah. Unless he does something really crazy.
But she doesn't even have a...
No, there's no way. There's literally no way that he could...
They could make contact with him, so...
Yeah. I guess he could probably attempt to do a 4 K-turn, but there's the potential to land on the other asteroid in front of him.
Right.
So
watch it. We got to do another barrel roll from... Yep. Or no. Oh, they're going after the Phantom.
There you go. I mean, it's smart.
Yeah.
He's got the ships to kind of split off now and just,
yep.
It's 2v1 and 2v1 and,
I was thinking maybe you do another barrel roll to kind of get a better angle.
Yeah.
Kind of swing back around, but I mean, if you just go straight forward.
He would be barrel rolling through the...
barrel roll through the cloud.
Up through the cloud, yeah. You can't actually barrel roll onto an obstacle.
Okay, so that's probably why he didn't.
Yeah.
But it worked out for him. He's got 2 ships pointed straight forward. And there's no stress token on that one if he needs to do something else with it.
Yeah.
So...
We'll see where the Soonter is going to whisper. Oh, this is Merrick Steele.
So we're just going to do... He's going to get it. He's going to get the fire.
He's going to get the fire. That's
going
to be nice to see.
So actually, that's probably the best move he could make, because he doesn't... The only shot, that's the only one that could really hit him, I think.
Oh.
No, that might be the front arc still. It's going to be close.
Well,
he's barrel rolling.
This is putting him into the arc of the top right.
One, yeah. But they're probably more interested in the Phantom, though.
Yeah, but it is taking him out of the arc of the bottom right Viper, it looks like.
So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Out of the fryer into the frying pan.
Right.
Well, it's a better thing to do, because now it means the Viper on the bottom right doesn't have a target.
Correct.
And the Viper at the top right has a choice.
And that take him out of this fire arc too?
Possibly.
I think it might have.
Possibly.
So that was probably probably the best move he could have made.
Yeah.
That was a really good move there, and then
there's that hard right one,
which is going to be pointed right at him too. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be an interesting turn.
If he, unfortunately, the advance is facing downward, so he can't fire both ships up into a single Viper, basically, which would be ideal.
Which would be ideal, but maybe if each one pops a ship, then it becomes a much more even game.
It would be interesting to see that.
And those ships will get to fire first.
Yes, they will.
So now, which ship would be the better one to go into with that Phantom?
They're all the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all Black Sun Assassins with a crack shot. So it doesn't really matter. The best one would be the one with the least amount of health, but they're all at full health.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here we go. Here comes the advanced die roll.
He was looking for a bullseye arc. Hit. So 2 hits and a focus. And then we have Tristan rolling like a god. And unfortunately, that's the nature of dice games.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
We have all been there.
Absolutely.
And
I can't tell you how many times I've rolled. This should maybe below average be all right, and it's just completely abysmal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. We got 2 hits. And he gets 2 hits. And we got he blanked out.
2 hits.
And he doesn't have anything. So
I'll knock a shield off and
a shield, and he takes a card. Okay. That's not, you know what? I'm sure Howard will take that. We'll just do that the first one. A shield and a card. And
And now comes the danger zone.
The danger zone. Okay, Tom Cruise. Okay, double hit. He used the focus token.
Double blank.
Yep, double blank. It's, you know,
These dice aren't liking you, Howard.
yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's 2 hits. He's still up though.
Yeah. And that was on the Phantom?
That was on the Phantom, yeah. And then we got another one coming behind it.
On the Phantom.
And the hole is wide open. The only tie with a shield.
2 hits. Ooh, single focus result, and I don't think he has a focus token. This is
You can check the bullseye.
making sure he has heart. I think he's checking range. Oh, crack shot. Oh, for bullseye. Yeah, it's got to be in bullseye. So there's these lines down the front of the template, and if you're in that line, then it's called a bullseye arc, and certain abilities trigger off of that. And it looks like
it's close.
Yeah, it looks like it's really close. Maybe I need a TO here.
Looks like he's got it. So he is in the bullseye area. So you were in the bullseye. All right.
And he takes 2. So he takes 2 cards.
The Whisper goes to 1.
Yeah,
He's limping.
that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, he got outmaneuvered on the first engagement, and then
I'd say he did a good job maneuvering on this one.
on the second portion of the but unfortunately the dice decided
yeah.
it was not going to be, and
Yep.
Tristan rolling that triple evade really
hurt
just
him.
hurt. Yeah, just hurt. You would like to have seen something
Right.
from
To
that.
make his next turn a little easier. But
Yeah,
at this point,
that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's dice games.
yep.
That's why I like flying B-Wings. B-Wings roll 1 defensive dice.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
but they have 8 combined hull, so you
Okay.
just kind of
You
hope
just
for the
kinda
best.
eat- yeah, you just kinda eat
it
it and-
until you can't anymore.
Maybe knock one
Yeah.
off every once in a while. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can't roll dice to save my life, so you know what? I'll just eat it until I
It's
die.
very consistent to that regard. It's like,
Yeah.
I rolled 20 dice. Oh, I all failed.
Yeah, exactly. So you just build lists around it, right?
Yeah, that's
I
pretty cool.
really should play orcs
Yes.
when I play 40k.
Then you just roll tons and tons of dice.
It doesn't matter anymore, but I don't. I play Dark Angels.
Where every shot matters.
Yeah, especially when you try to do like Force Deathwing.
Yep.
And then
Germany's
just
at least a little better now.
well, they got a points reduction.
That points
Yeah.
reduction, and
They
get,
need T5.
Well, they always get the rapid fire too, which for bolters at least,
Yeah.
which is nice.
I never had a problem with that though. That they could drop within 9 or just outside 9
Yeah.
inches, so they always got their rapid fire
that's
anyway.
Now 24 inches, they still get it. So like,
Yeah, it lets them sit on an objective
Yeah.
and not become useless.
exactly. Some of that 1+ save and uncover or something.
Yeah, exactly. I've yet to test them with the new rules, but
I've
yeah.
personally fallen out of favor with 40k. Things have just the meta's gotten so
it's
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
It's just it's so unbalanced. And it can be, but you have to be willing to buy the latest and greatest.
Yeah, and
all
like,
the
you
time.
find people that just don't play the power. And you can't tell
Yeah.
people to don't play that way.
Yeah.
Because like some people really like. We have people here in BWG like they absolutely love.
And there's nothing wrong with
There's
playing like
nothing wrong
that.
with it. Yep.
And that's just the reality of playing in a club group.
Right. Like what we're used to playing 7th edition. Not even just 7th edition, just the previous style of play.
Yeah.
Which is why I think you might like 30k. Because
Yeah.
it plays with the 7th edition rules, and we
Yeah.
do have a budding group. Just people are getting their stuff together, and I got my 30k Night Lords to work on. I got a whole bunch of jump marines to do.
Yeah,
So-
it's hard for me to invest in another large scale game like that.
Right. Especially
I'd be more
considering-
apt to invest in War Machine.
Yeah,
that
you
was probably
should.
my
And I
closest big game.
think
That looks like a lot of fun.
it is a lot of fun. And did Sheets show up today? If he did, we will have some War Machine being played. I might be playing later as well. I brought my Gator Man with me.
That would be another good game to
It
stream.
would be, because that is played on a 4x4.
Yeah, and
So it'd
that's
be a little bigger than this table.
I can back the camera stand actually has another 6 inches of height.
Nice, very
So
nice.
I would be able to easily catch an entire table.
And then we can just get a bigger table
Yeah.
going on, maybe back this one up a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, yeah, we could.
sure.
We'd have to talk to Matthew Sheets about that.
Yeah.
Maybe have
I may
stream
not
some-
end up being like playing any more games ever. I'll
We'll
just be
just be sitting
streaming
here, yeah.
everything. Yeah, I'll just be 5 nights a week. We'll just be streaming.
Nothing
It'll be
but streaming.
a
Yeah.
syndicated TV show.
That's... We're both here.
Yeah. That's
We
all right.
are the faces that... You know what?
It's less frustrating because I'm not watching myself roll dice like crap.
You're watching-
I'm watching other people.
Yeah, but it looks like... And speaking of, we got Howard making a very tough decision. Looks like he's doing it with the Phantom. And he's in a very tight spot because he's got to avoid that cloud. He doesn't want to, like... Because you don't want the assassins to move and kind of get into a spot where he bumps into them.
Well, the weird part right now is that the assassins are going to move first.
Right.
So we have to kind of think about where they're going to end up.
Right, so you figure if this one just kind of bumps into here, and this one just kind of moves forward a little bit, he might wind up touching and they might just bump.
Yeah.
Which turns off his turn.
Honestly, for Howard right now, with the two the way they are, if those two stay in formation at the top of the screen and just move forward a little bit, if he bumps the first one, it means the first one can't attack him, but he'll have fire on the one behind it.
So if you bump into someone, you can fire.
You can fire, just not at the person that you're bumping.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it would almost be advantageous for him, because it takes one out of the game for him,
Right.
and then
So
allows
he
him
doesn't
to
want
fire.
him to bump, yeah.
Yeah. So
there we
Tristan
go.
probably
So-
doesn't want him to bump exactly.
How you feeling about that?
Yeah, Tristan's pacing right now. Yeah, he threw the dial on the table and did a couple of pacing maneuvers. He's not
So-
really sure.
Right.
I know I would not
Yeah.
be either. It would be this is a scary
Yeah, this is a very interesting...
scary turn here. And Tristan's where all his initiative is 3. He's moving all of his ships first.
Right.
So we'll have to wait until he gets done to really see the relevance of what Howard
Yep.
or the
So then he's going to do...
outcome of what Howard did.
Then he's going to do his barrel roll.
Yeah, his crazy dance.
He just loves using these stress tokens.
But
But it puts him in a great position. Like, you see, he just kind of did a weird little L shape
yeah,
up there.
it's just a cool maneuver. It
Puts
really,
in, the fire angles they can get her. I really like watching this.
it's cool. It's a cool mechanic.
I think at some point we could even have a way to draw it on the screen so we can see.
Oh my god, that'd be fun. I need a bamboo tablet.
Yes. And John Madden that.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Oh man, the first stream with that is going to be a mess. There's just be lines everywhere.
how do we earn these lines? Why are they back?
Can't even see the board. It's just lines.
Yep. So this is an interesting maneuver because he just kind of did he turned forward and then immediately turned away. That's really...
It's just hard to predict. It's
Yeah.
very, very hard to when Howard's sitting there looking at his dials and trying to figure out what he's going to do. How do you predict?
There's so many
that
different
type
angles that
of-
you can... And if you knew what I did right here, he really didn't move that far.
No.
Because he moved over and back. And he just basically made this really tight right
Yep.
turn.
Yep. And it's really hard to
And
predict.
now he's almost perfectly facing away from...
So where
the
does
top
where
end
does
of the
Mara
board.
Steel go? Because Mara Steel is now poised to just fly out of the engagement.
Yep.
And
Well, he doesn't have the stress token, so Steel could
he
fly
could
down
do
and
4K.
K-turn
He could
again.
K-turn. Yeah, that would actually be beautiful
then
right now.
he's got
He'd
one-
be out of arc. He'd have
Yeah, but one facing down.
he'll be now he would be in that arc. Of course, Tristan is probably going to barrel roll, weird barrel roll, obviously.
No.
Probably off to the right.
He's keeping that one right. I think he's deciding now.
He's thinking about it. Yeah.
Which is nice because you can look at the board and then decide what you want to do. I really like that swooping barrel roll.
Yeah, and there aren't many ships that have access to that.
I would imagine not. It seems like it's a really powerful ability.
Yeah.
And it makes up for the relative squishiness.
It's another reason why I like flying the B-Wing, because they have a one talon roll, and almost nobody has access to it. So it's a 90-degree turn, and then the ship itself turns 90.
Yeah.
So it's you end up doing a 180, but it's a tight little turn, so you're almost right where you were.
But you can just turn around. That's really powerful, too.
And you can dance like this, just like these Star Vipers can dance.
Right.
So he's gonna bump.
So it looks like he did a hard turn.
Yeah. But like I said, he's not really. It's not the end of the world that he's gonna bump. Actually, in this scenario, it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a worst case scenario. If you maybe a 2 instead of or 3 instead of the 2.
See, he's not bumping a ship that would potentially be firing at him.
Right.
So he's not taking
something
like away while doing
that,
it.
and then he's going to try and barrel roll afterwards, maybe?
Well, what this is when you're going to bump, when you move the ship, the guides on the front and the guides on the back have to line up with the template.
Oh,
But sometimes the template's too short. So if you put a straight template on the back, you can line the back guides up.
Oh,
so
okay,
they're using that extra template to line guides up, basically, to get the turn right. Because it is going to matter here.
Very much so, yes.
But he's bumping, and they're just going to leave the template there so they don't have to pull out from underneath the ship. But so he's bumping a ship that doesn't have arc on him, so he's not technically taking anything away from Tristan at this point.
But he can fire at...
He can fire at the one in the back,
so
but
it's not the end of the
he still
world.
has two
ships
that have
right
him.
at him.
Yeah.
And he's not going for these, going for the hard bank there.
He did the talon roll.
He did the talon roll.
He did the talon roll, which this was a
Is
good
that
little bit of flying.
And so those 2 ships should be in
arc.
Front arc.
Yeah.
Is that within range 1, right? Yeah, so...
Yeah, but he may want to fire at the
that
top ship. I believe that's the ship that has taken some damage already.
It's hard to tell because we're all the same on our side.
Yeah, exactly. But I believe that is... If that top Star Viper is the Star Viper that has already taken damage, Howard's set up right now to just take it out.
We got some dice rolls going.
Yeah.
Looks like he's fired.
No luck today. 0.
Nothing
On that one. Was that 3 blanks, Howie?
3 focus and blank.
Three focus and a blank. 4 dice. He basically 4 dice nothing. That's about... And it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
On...
that's rough.
That's really rough.
That is really bad.
That's really rough. Nothing's agreeing with him at this point. He did something to piss off a dice god somewhere.
He didn't sacrifice enough people.
Yeah, didn't you? Yeah.
I had something similar happen to me the other day. Because you did special dice for Underworld. Like you have hammers and there's 2 hammers. There's more hammers than there are double swords. I'm looking for double swords, and I roll 3 hammers. I'm looking for one of the other one. It's like, oh, all right.
Okay.
So the way on that one, you get 2 within some. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Let's see what this one does.
So this is definitely coming. I think in these later turns, how he made the right moves mostly. He didn't make bad moves. It's just the dice are just.
And this is what happens.
So he rolled 6 dice and got nothing.
Nothing so far. And
meanwhile,
Tristan rolls 3 hits and a focus. Spends a focus token, gets the 4 hits.
4 hits, and that takes out the Phantom.
And that's the Phantom just gone.
Yep.
And when it rains, it pours, right?
You're not lying.
That's unfortunate. It's hard. It's hard to watch sometimes.
That Phantom is extra dead.
I was watching a tournament game one time, and
let's see what these dice rolls do.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
See if I can get back fast enough. Oh.
So he's gonna focus in the 2 hits.
Focus in the 2 hits. And
what do we got? Man.
Nothing. 2 hits on Merit Steel. He does teach his shields.
Yeah, so he needs 2 shields.
Yeah.
It's a beefier beefier flyer, but
I mean it's.
I believe this Tide Vance can take out 4 Vipers.
he says, I got this one, guys.
Oof.
Yeah, he is running cluster missiles. Cluster missiles are interesting if you take a target lock on a ship. It allows you to fire the cluster missiles. You can subsequently use the target lock to re-roll those dice for that.
Okay.
But the special ability about the cluster missiles is that after you take that initial shot, if there's another target in in firing arc within range one of your original target, you can then fire at them as
I
well.
remember that from the last ones. I
Yes.
think the droids had one, didn't they?
Yeah, I think the vultures
I
had
think
it.
some of the vultures,
Yeah,
on top of the
Yep,
buzzwords
yep.
they shot at. Yep.
So he does have that, but
He can just spread. At this point, he can just spread out.
yeah, exactly. And
We are sub 20 minutes, by the way. I don't know if your game's gonna go.
Howie, I got faith. I got faith.
Dials down in 19, boys.
Yeah, it's just when I was watching a tournament game, and it was one of the last rounds. Obviously, these guys both are very, very skilled pilots.
Correct.
Are
We'll
at
call
this
them,
game.
yeah,
we'll call them pilots.
Yeah.
And both of them flew a great game, but one of them could not roll dice to save his life, and there was nothing that he could do to change the fact that this game was going to go one way.
Exactly.
And it wasn't anything he did flying.
Right.
He
Which
flew out of his
is really
mind.
nice because you don't need to roll dice to fly or anything like that.
Exactly.
Everything is planned out, and this just comes down to dice. It's a game.
Sometimes
it
it does. I mean, at the same time, there are times where you can seriously outfly somebody.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And that's one of the great things about this game.
Yeah.
But there are some nights where you're going to play, and the dice will just not agree with you, regardless of how well you outfly somebody.
It just comes right down.
Yeah.
So.
And this just seems to be one of those games, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because Howard looked like he really was starting to dance out of the firing
He was.
pan a little bit.
He did. He did make some really good maneuvers. I really liked what he did, and then. When you roll 6 attack dice and you get nothing.
Yeah, it's
so.
Yeah, you can't really.
Yep. And you figure
there's so much you can do, right?
He's almost a perfect game against
It's
him.
not the end of the world. I mean, Tristan won his last league game,
Okay.
so he'll be going up to 6 points.
Right.
And then Howie won his last game as well.
Okay, so
he'll
they're
be
both out
1-1.
1-0. Yep.
He'll be 1-1, and Tristan will be 2-0.
Right. Someone has to be one. Someone has to lose. And
Yeah, someone had to lose this game, but Howard. It's not like Howard's going 0-2 in league so far. You know,
Correct,
this
yeah.
isn't the worst thing in the
And
world.
it's not like he played a bad game either.
No,
This would have, for all things considered, like even he took a couple big hits early on, but he still was in the game until the dice
Yeah.
didn't like it. So
Yeah, because losing the Academy pilot the way that he did was not the end of the world.
right, that was kind of expected. We were
Yeah.
joking about that already. you know?
Yeah, I mean that was gonna happen. And it would not have had much of an effect on the game anyway,
Right.
even if it had stuck around. But
Maybe fouled up some
Subsequently.
lines or whatever.
possibly, yeah. But the subsequent maneuvers afterwards and the dice rolls afterwards really.
Yeah, like he seemed like he had a weird turn. Howard had a weird turn one,
Yeah.
and then recovered very well.
Yeah.
Even into like the amazing kill box that was set up.
Yeah.
And that fan, he made some good maneuvers. That fan coming up the side, and he just couldn't get the dice roll.
That the kill box setup
I love
from
that.
Tristan
Yeah. Was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
It was perfectly timed.
Yep.
So it
So
really.
it's those barrel rolls. They're so cool.
Yeah, it really, and it creates really weird angles.
Mm-hmm.
Really hard to predict weird angles. Yeah, it'll be fun to get back into the league. You know, I dropped out because we got an extra guy. I went
Right.
odd numbers. I'm
We got
dropping
someone
back in the
else
league, and I've been toying with either should I run a power list or just run a fun list. I think I'm running a fun list. I'm actually gonna run the Millennium Falcon, a Resistance version.
Okay.
With
the
Ray
Ray.
as the pilot.
Okay.
And then Poe Dameron T-70.
Okay.
And they're just going to be kind of their own little powerhouses, and then we'll fly around, have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I'll be flying against the Chance, the new guy coming into the league.
Cool.
He's flying First Order. I did notice he's flying Silencers and a
Ooh.
First Order tie.
That's pretty
I
cool.
have yet to fly against First Order. And
Interesting.
it'll be a Resistance versus First Order.
Perfect.
Yeah, it'll be
Absolutely
an
perfect.
interesting
Yeah.
match. Interesting
I think
match.
if I were to come in, I think I'm gonna get some Nubians.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw
we'd
the
love
other
to
new ones
have you,
come
man.
out. Yeah, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of. There's so many other things going on. That's why I haven't. It's like I purposely kind of didn't look because I'm gonna be like, oh man,
It's just another money
it's
thing.
another sink.
Yeah, as soon as you
Especially.
start buying, you can't stop yourself.
Yep,
Right?
that's what happens. Because my buddy Sam and I were also going to be getting a Star Wars Legion.
Oh,
coming out
yeah.
once still because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna have. We talked about this last time. We got the Jedi versus droids coming out. It's going to be Kenobi and Clone Troopers versus Grievous and Battle
wow.
Droids.
That sounds
so
fun.
I'm going to take Grievous and his.
Yeah.
They got two droids, two droidicate. I think 10 battle droids.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
so let's see what we got here. So we did a couple quick maneuvers. Not surprising from the the Vipers.
Yeah, they're just doing their dance, right? They're
Yeah,
opening up firing arcs.
Got all sorts
just
of,
laying it down.
and he's just going. You made a quick.
A little bank. It looks like
Might bump.
No, he should be fine.
You think so?
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
should be
all
fine.
right. Can he shoot that one right in front of him? He's not dead.
looks
Right
like it.
at 0. So hopefully he just shotguns him right out of the chamber.
Oh, that would be. It would be nice to see him
At least
take
get
an honor
something.
kill.
Yeah, exactly.
A moral victory, right?
So
It would kind of suck to see a full shutout on this one. I mean, you can see the score at the top. It's 147 points to 0 right now. It's kind of painful.
he's thinking about. Look, it sounds like he's talking about maybe doing a barrel roll too.
Well, you would only be able to barrel roll to the left, it looks like.
Right, which would get him in that front, but that would put him in that front arc. Well, he's already in that front
I
arc.
think he's already in that front arc. Yeah, it'll take him out of the
So that is
firing
what he's
arc of the
doing.
ship in front of him.
Right.
It's unfortunate. I think he's.
And if that one in the corner there is damaged, yeah, we're not sure which one is damaged. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's just hard to see.
Hey Tristan, which one is damaged? Rainbow. Oh, so it's the one on the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, which how it does not
Wouldn't
have
be able to get a target on
arc
it.
on. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's
So he
unfortunate.
barreled out of arc of the 1.
Yeah, he's actually out of arc of 2. It looks like, right? Yeah, he's out of
Oh,
arc
yeah, 'cause
of
the one's
both of the
facing
ones
back.
in the top
So
right
that was,
section.
So that was a good move.
Yeah. He's gonna fire first.
Right.
That'll be a range 1 shot there, but he's gotta do 5 damage with 4 dice.
4 dice, yeah. It's not good.
It's possible because he could
A
crit.
crit, yeah, that's right. Watch, this is where Howie's going to roll 5 crits.
Crit.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, Howie. There, 1 crit. There's the evade.
So evades still cancel out crits?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They cancel out hits first, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in Underworlds, you can only counter a crit with a crit, but I guess there's no critical defense dice.
There's no critical defense.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything. The way the mechanic work is. Oh my god. 2 hits and a crit. That's 2 evades.
So he'll just eat the
But
crit.
he takes the crit and panics.
I'd be panicking too. You're getting too stressed on that one from the panic.
Yeah.
Oof.
Panic pilot. Oh,
This is where 2 monitors really comes in. So that's
yeah. So
3
3
hits
hits.
into a focus.
Oh, 2 evades. Take the damage. Okay. So his dice are starting to turn on.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
alive.
He's down to 1 hull. Yeah, that's almost just twisting the knife right there.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
I mean,
Oof.
that's tough.
That
That's
is
tough.
very tough.
Because the dice are finally starting to agree with him.
Yeah,
But
it's not enough. It's too
it's
late.
not-
Yep, he's got too stress on his pilot.
Yeah, too much, too late.
That's how he said. There's really nowhere.
There's really nowhere you can fly. I mean,
Bank right into the cloud. And just
he's
call
got
it.
to go. He's gonna end. Obviously, he's gonna end up somewhere in front of where he is right now.
Right.
Which means Tristan basically just dances his firing arcs
I'm
to
telling you.
create the kill box
Just go right
in
into
that
the
area.
cloud.
Just
Deny
Fly.
that final kill.
Howie, just fly off the board, okay? don't let him take it. There you go.
Oof, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he just keeps doing his dance that he's been doing. He can get. It's already proved he can get whatever.
You know,
the real
it's-
thing is he doesn't have to barrel roll until after he sees.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he still has to do it after he moves, though, right?
Well, Tristan is always moving before
Right. And then
Howie
he
at this
chooses
point.
to barrel roll
Yeah,
after.
and he's all he has to do is realize where the general area that high advance is going to be at, and it doesn't have to be accurate
Right.
to any degree,
Right.
and just create a kill box there.
Yeah. Best case
And-
scenario, he bumps him, keeps him where he needs to be. And
Yeah, I mean it's
like you said, it's just twisting the knife at this point.
Yeah, because how he wasn't able to down one or two of these things, the kill box has never shrunk in size.
Right. In fact, if you look at it, it's just gotten tighter.
Yeah, it's gotten tighter and more focused.
Yep.
And it's just become more and more difficult to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, but sometimes this is how dice games do.
Yeah, that's just what happens with dice games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna
but
make that.
he flew well enough.
Make a little bag there. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not I don't know. Tired, I guess.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, this game is definitely kind of beyond saving.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's going 1-1 in the league. You know, he's 1-1, he's lost one.
There's
Not
nothing,
the end of the world.
Exactly.
Tristan's bumped up to 2-0. But there's still 3 games left for
Right.
the
It's still
season.
very early.
Yeah. And we still haven't decided a playoff format yet. So.
Right.
You
got a long way to go.
And this list Tristan is flying, I know that he's flown this list quite a few times. He's very familiar with this list.
I think you have to be with how weird the maneuvers are.
Yeah.
So.
This definitely is. The Star Vipers, they're one of those things where if it's the first time you're flying them, you're definitely not going to fly the potential, right?
Right.
But once you get used to them,
and you can see where your
you
weird
can visualize
little,
it. Yeah, you can really start to do some crazy things that become very hard for your opponents to predict or deal with.
Right.
And he's really proven that or shown how to do that with this game. And you know how he flew a fun list. It's a cool list because Sudra fell, Merrick Steele, both strong pilots. Whisper, another strong pilot. It was kind of let me fit a bunch of strong pilots into a list and see how it goes.
And he flew well. It was just, as we've said all for the past 70 minutes, it's just been
the dice really. And unfortunately, there's sometimes there's a point where you take a turn, you take some bad dice rolls, it doesn't affect the overall outcome of the game.
Right.
But when that spills into two turns, 3 turns, you kind of get too far behind the 8 ball for there to become a window for you to find.
You don't get a single hit on 6 dice.
There's no window after that, right? Like you're it's an uphill battle.
That critical turn where he definitely, I'd say how he got the maneuver on that turn, he definitely came out all in his favor, and then it whiffed.
Nothing.
Yep.
So
let's see what he's doing with the. What is he doing with his advance? He's going straight forward. He's going straight forward.
I have a feeling he's doing the K turn.
He's got 2 stress though. I don't think he can.
Oh no, he can't. Yeah, you're right. You can't.
Because he's panicked. So he'll lose one. He would lose one this turn and one next turn, right? For the.
Yeah. A single blue maneuver takes away a single stress, and that's the panicked pilot card is what gave him both those stresses.
Which is rough.
And it just makes it even harder.
Yeah.
Shoves him farther into a hole, and
so if he didn't get the panicked, he could do a K turn and be in a really good spot because he's got the guy that's already wounded right in front of him.
Yep.
And so.
But now he doesn't even have a shot.
Right. I think he might only have the 1 shot coming at him though.
Rainbow Pilot might have it.
Oh.
Oh my God.
And there goes the focus.
Oh my God. 2 hits and a crit.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Insult to injury. That last is perfect. That's just how he's been rolling. You're all hot all game.
Yeah. Tristan was rolling really well. He did something.
That was brutal.
Yeah, that was.
It was a good game to watch.
Yeah,
maneuver wise.
Yeah.
I mean, dice rolls aside, I think Howie did fine on maneuvers for the most part. I really think he did, which was good.
Yeah, no, I don't think Howie. I mean, the only thing I would say is that he botched the initial engagement initially, like the first turn of the initial engagement, which you can come back from, but it does tend to make or break a game.
Right.
If you lose control of that on that first engagement, it becomes hard to then fly out of it because now you're kind of chasing yourself.
Yes. But in this case, he recovered. He really did. He maneuvered very well back into position, and then the dice.
The dice disagreed with him.
Right, because we didn't see what the dice were doing. Turn 1, no one had a shot, which was kind of nice. Which kind of in Howie's favor. He didn't maneuver as well as he could have,
Yeah.
or he just didn't make the right choice. But then there was no shot anyway, so it was a kind of neutral, kind of blanked out there. Then in turn 2, he really recovered. He got himself into a good spot.
But the dice
And then he recovered well again because he got set up in turn 3, got set up in that kill box, but he still maneuvered well enough into it, and the dice flubbed him again.
Yeah, and that's the dice game. And then after that, I mean, the dice started to turn around for him.
And then it was too little, too late.
You're too far.
But they almost gave him a little bit of hope, and then it just turned around again. Like it seemed like every single shot that came from Tristan was 2 hits and a crit.
Well, that's the thing. And then you start to lose 1 chip, you start to lose 2 chips, and Tristan's not losing anything, and so it's just you can't.
I think poor Howie had 2 damage all game.
Yeah, he did.
That was.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
But like I said, 1-1.
It's not bad.
No.
He's going to end 4-1.
Probably.
So.
But yeah, another good one.
That was good. That was nice. Quickly this time, and there's no. Unfortunately, it was quick, I should say, this time. He's not. Yeah, because it was just kind of a steamroll through bad dice rolls.
We didn't have a technical crash of the stream.
That's very true. We got to keep all of our stuff going on.
Let's check. Maybe we did, and we just
did, and we did not
know.
No,
we did not.
It looks good.
We're looking good. So.
We had
technical difficulties.
A lot better this time.
Yeah, we had a better dice feed.
Yep, the dice feed is
a lot better.
I like the black. I was thinking maybe put a logo under there, but I like just the black because we can see there's a nice contrast with the dice.
That's why I picked the black. I thought it would be really nice on the contrast.
Matte black is real good.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
let us know what you guys think of it.
Yeah,
any more suggestions. Great. Eventually, we're going to get our John Madden on.
Yes, that'll be the next thing. Well, the next thing is the lapel mics,
right?
So we can get rid of these crazy things.
We stop hearing people talking all the way down that way.
Exactly, and then we'll have to get the bamboo tablet.
Yep.
So we can start drawing all over the screen.
Which would be cool. And then we practice with that a little bit. We can mess that up for a couple weeks, and then we're good. We're going next season, baby.
Season. Oh man, we'll be like professional.
That's right. Almost like and we'll get another monitor. We got to get that set up.
The second monitor,
Yep. So but for considering that, if you guys saw our setup, it's pretty great. He's literally flipping back and forth on a laptop.
Yeah.
Different screens set everything up.
So you can't even see it this time. Last time you could actually see the laptop.
Oh yeah, because we got a different.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. No, this
is nice.
Well. And we're gonna try to start doing kill teams.
Right, because we have 2 leagues going on right now.
We just started the kill team league.
Yep. Tonight was the first night. Yeah.
Is that going to be weekly, or is that?
It is going to be weekly. It's going to be weekly. We could switch to bi-weekly because we're doing 3 phases. We're setting it up for the kill team league. Yeah.
See, the reason I set up bi-weekly is because, and so the viewers can know, we're all older guys, and we have lives, and it's hard to push every week because you end up spending all week trying to figure out what you're going to do for that week, and then so having the week in between allows us all to kind of
I'm almost thinking maybe we should switch. This is just for us. This is really just kind of a test run.
Yeah.
For the kill team one.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing on the line or anything like that.
Cool,
it's just want to see how it goes. We have a lot of people taking like fun lists and whatnot, which is pretty nice.
Well, that's why I like the off week is because we can then come in here and just kind of have a fun night together.
Right.
Yeah. And hang out and kind of shoot ideas back and forth about lists and stuff.
Exactly.
People can have time to test lists and stuff.
Or in my case, I get to play other games.
Yeah, or in my case too, right?
I think last week I played a whole bunch of Underworlds. I think that's what I did. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've yet to get into those.
Hey, anytime. I do have this season starter set sleeved up. I haven't changed anything on them yet.
Nice. Yep. One a game that I like to play that's kind of like that. It's good for it's a good campaign game. It's called Arcadia Quest. I don't know.
Heard of it? I have heard of it.
It's a lot of fun. If we could find 4 guys to do that, it's a great it's 6 scenarios. They each take about an hour or 2.
Okay.
And you have a team of 3, and as you play the scenarios, they gain better and better items and level up. Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
a lot of, and it's like there's the PvP objectives and then there's PvE objectives.
Okay.
And it's kind of a dungeon crawler. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Seems pretty fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe in the future we can hook up like a RPG weekend.
Exactly. This is kind of like our setup. This is just the future. We are the guinea pigs.
We are the guinea pigs.
And soon you're going to see us all. We're going to be covering Adepticon.
We're not the guinea pigs. We're the forerunners.
That's
we're the
right.
Front runner, the founding fathers.
That's right. The founding fathers of BWG streaming. We can't really say because I think there's a podcast that BWG does as well. My buddy Sam and I each did one earlier.
I remember that.
We did the
That was in the old closet.
That was in the
over
old
there.
closet across the street, or across the way. Yep.
The broom closet.
Yeah, it was basically a broom closet. We'd fit it out. Some of you guys want to see one that end.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, once the air conditioner kicked in, it was good. For a while, with the air conditioner down, man, it was. You're in a hot room full of computers. Woo! It was bad. So it was good. Then once the air conditioner kicked on, it was cold. It got real cold. Yeah. So that was Amy's streaming room.
Yeah. She's got quite the setup now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, all right.
So
well, I guess
see
we'll
again.
see you guys in 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned. The channel here, BWG X-Wing League, all one word, on Twitch, on YouTube. This video will be under BWG space X-Wing space League is our channel, and we'll be posting these videos there. You guys, if you're going to record or stream, preface your channels with BWG.
Yep.
That way, when you guys can search either Kill Team,
It'll come up
X-Wing,
BWG.
It's BWG, Basement War Gamers in Phoenixville.
Yep.
And you'll find us.
And you also see us at our big summer event coming up, Summer Slaughter. Tickets are
yeah.
on sale now. You can go ahead and Google
That's
that.
the 28th, the 27th, and 28th, July.
I believe so,
The
yes.
weekend of the 27th and 28th, July. I think we're going to try to run an X-Wing event there. I don't know if I'm going to be there. I might be out of town, but I'm going to try to set up an event with James.
And have someone else run it. I mean, that's fine.
I know they're doing Guild Ball.
Yep, we have. I think we have Sigmar 40K Guild Ball. And there might be another thing. We're trying to set up to be the big area thing for us. I don't know if there's a Kill Team one set up yet. I'm going to be TOing with Sam Lucidi for 40K.
And that's going to be here.
I believe that will be here, yes. We try to go somewhere else, but we are doing it here because we have the space. Gamers Heaven is very big now.
Yes, and they have great ramen.
Yes, they do.
Gamers Heaven, Phoenixville. Come by.
We'll be here. Tuesday nights. That was good.
Yes.
Well, one day we'll have to get a panoramic shot.
I know, right?
Going on.
Yeah, I want to get a mobile camera of some sort that we can have somebody walking around. I can shoot off to, like, doing interviews.
Yeah.
With the players on
as they're playing and whatnot.
Yeah,
have to hide some of the beverages.
Yes. But.
So.
All right, guys. We will see you next time.
Yep. 2 weeks. Don't die on me, Mark. All right.
All right.
You good?
Yeah.
See you, everyone.
Have a good one.